Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, JennyReaction. Now before we get started, please make sure you like, share, also subscribe. Make sure you have all your post notifications on, because every time I drop a video, y'all will be notified. I hope each and everyone is having a blessed and beautiful day. Now today I'm going to be reacting to Unwind with Tashak. Carmen responds to Corey SSG cheating, taking her kids and money away, plus dating me. She's so crazy. Now we're going to get into it and see what Carmen has to say about this whole situation that's going down with Corey. And like I always do, I always give you my honest opinion. So we're going to go right now and jump to it.
Finally have you in the wine cellar. We got Carmen Bridges.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to the winos. Listen, the reason you in here, you know, only the messiest of the messiest.
Oh man,
wound up in this room. It's either you messy or you got something to teach people.
Right.
And that the mess can teach us a lot. But you and Corey SSG, your husband, because he's still your husband.
Legally, yeah.
I mean,
we haven't divorced. Like, we haven't signed the divorce papers.
That's your husband, though.
Right.
That is your husband. So if something happened to him tomorrow, they're going to be calling you. Right. Correct? Okay. You guys have been married for, what, around 5 years? 5 years? Mm-hmm. Okay. You've been active on social media the entire time.
Yes.
Okay.
Since the whole relationship started, really.
How long after? I don't even think I asked him that, because here's the thing. Let me give somebody some backstory. So we reached out because my team reached out. We saw Corey saying that he called immigration on you and your family,
Which is sad.
I guess he thought, I don't know why he would do something like that. And we did ask him, because we did do a full.
The only reason why Corey did that, allegedly saying he was going to call immigration on Carmen and her family, was because he thought by him saying that, he thought that he was going to bring Carmen back, which I could see it didn't work.
Full interview with him last week before you came. We didn't share that you guys were coming because we thought we didn't have to, because
right.
You know, you guys are both at odds. You know, y'all arguing and shit, going back and forth on social media. But you know, when I saw that post, I was like, all right, now this done gone too far. Y'all got 2 kids together, and you know they're with you full time.
Yeah.
Okay, you and your mom, I guess, are taking care of the boys while he's working. And
whatever he's doing.
Whatever he's doing, okay? And, you know, to see him just kind of upload out of nowhere that he was calling immigration, or had called immigration on you, to have you and your family deported because y'all allegedly walked across the border when you were 7 years old illegally. And I guess this was going to be a way that he was able to kind of get full custody of his kids, because he was kind of alleging that you were keeping the kids from him as well.
No, I never kept the kids away. Never was. That was never the situation. You know, I felt like it was what he was doing and how he was moving. They kept me, you know, to keep the distance on, like, okay, this is not the right time for you to even be in the kid's life, because something is going on mentally.
Okay.
So
And she does have a point. Something is actually going on mentally with Corey. I just don't understand, like, how he can go out his way. He's been with the mother of his kid for almost, I think she said 7 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Go and try to degrade her on social media. I understand that he's hurt, but one thing for you to go and try to make her seem like the bad person and have people against her is very uncalled for. For me personally, I always thought something was wrong with Corey and stuff like that. So hopefully he just get the help that he needs if he's going through some mental issues.
You know, I feel like I never kept the kids away from him. But the times that he tried to reach out, it was just for, like, other stuff, not necessarily, you know, let me see the kids. So I never kept the kids away from him, never.
Okay. Now, I've watched a lot of interviews between you two, but nobody really ever got, like, you know, I would say the full backstory. You guys were kids when y'all first met.
18
years old.
Wow, they was young.
And from that, there you go, Mama. Cheers. Welcome to the wine cellar. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, anytime. Kids, he's already active on social media. You're not. Okay. You guys quickly get together. How long after? First of all, how did you guys actually meet?
We met through Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, he slid in my DMs. And eventually we ended up figuring it out. That was in the same city. It was just like probably 45 minutes away from each other. He's from the country, and I was in the city.
Okay.
So he slid in my DMs, and we just started, like, you know, chopping it up there. We exchanged numbers, and then that's how we know we had the same area code. And eventually we were just, like, you know, talking for a minute before we actually linked up. And when we linked up, it was just like, oh, we in love.
So y'all were in love, and I like to refer to that as puppy love. But since that, you guys have evolved into a full-blown marriage, full-blown business between the two of you guys, because you guys have completely made your marriage, your kids, everything that you guys are about a business. I don't even think anything is private between you two.
No, at this point, no. No more.
Because I got some exclusive wine we're going to be discussing. That's what the wine so much for. And so now you guys you got this family, you guys are making all of this money. I mean, were you comfortable with being so public on social media, being that he was already kind of like a public figure in the making?
At first, it was kind of uncomfortable because I was never like that social media person. So even when he brought up about doing YouTube and doing videos and stuff, it was just like, it sounds fun. You know, at the time it was very much fun, and that's what everybody was doing during that time. And like you said, he was already known on Facebook, and he was very much active on his platforms. So when he introduced me to his people, you know, they kind of even requested, oh, yeah, should do like a YouTube channel, like you're gonna be super dope from that. And eventually, like, I think that was his goal before he even met me, was to do YouTube, was to want to be like a public influencer or whatever the case was. And it just happened that I guess I fit the perfect script, and I was the one to, you know, help him make the dreams come true.
Okay. And he said that you guys made around like $10 million?
Yeah, I would say overall.
Wow.
If we really count it out.
That's a lot.
Okay. Do you get paid from appearances and things like that too?
Okay. Yeah, like people like will book you to go like hostings or events, like it can be school events or just any other public event. Like they will, you know, say like, okay, how much you charge to come? Or have like a meet and greet at their place.
Okay. And so are you happy with everything that y'all build? I mean, you got like 5 million plus followers just on Instagram alone. That's not including all the YouTube channels. Y'all got TikTok followers and on Facebook. I mean, are you happy with everything that y'all have accomplished together as such a young couple?
Definitely happy and grateful. You know, I feel like when I look back at it, it was like, damn, we did all of this in such a amount of like time. Because over in a year, I would say that's when we really like just blew up and really took off. And then like when I see other people like, you know, trying to do what we was doing, it's hard now. Like YouTube is totally different now. So now like that do make me value, you know, where we had and what we did. So I'm definitely grateful for it, you know.
Yeah, it's TikTok is in YouTube though.
Yeah.
So you know the couples are mergers over here. Y'all kind of reminded me of like Ken and Diara a little bit, but Ken and Diara never had kids, they never got married, but they still went through similar public scandals of cheating and and things like that. So you guys have been very, when I say as far as all the planned content,
yeah,
a lot of times when you guys are going through real stuff, is it hard? Like, I guess when people are blaming you, saying that this is a clout chase because y'all do pranks and stuff, or yeah, that's what y'all used to do. And then when you're actually going through something that's actually taking a toll on who you are as a person, taking a toll on your family, is it difficult to read the comments when they're saying, oh, this is fake news, y'all clout chasing, this ain't real?
Yeah, it's very much hard. And I feel like I had to mold myself to just stay out of
the only reason why people are saying that, you know, it's fake news or she's clout chasing or he's clout chasing, it's due to the fact that most YouTubers be doing this breakup prank, and then next thing you know, they say it was all a prank. And the situation that could happen with Corey and Carmen, they had did a video that they had broken up before they actually broke up, and they stated that it was all a prank. So that's the only reason why people are saying that it's fake and it's just for views and it's prank, because of what they was putting out there.
The comments. So like whenever I post a picture or whenever the T pages post something, I just don't read comments because it's kind of like drain, and it's kind of like, dang, like y'all really don't know the real. Y'all just going based on whatever we show y'all or whatever, you know, other people are saying. So it's definitely hard. It takes like a mental toll on you.
Let's step away from the social media stuff for a little bit. Like, aside from being on social media and being so public with our relationship and garnering so much in such a short time, and y'all are very young, like y'all are in y'all early 20s
very young.
Still. Do you really, like, do you feel that it was, you know, I don't know, like, would you have stayed with Corey this long had you would have not had social media, or do you feel like social media kind of made y'all stay together because of, you know, you guys are both tied together business-wise?
On my end, I would say it wasn't social media who kept us together, because I felt like we did deal with like real life, you know, some stuff that didn't hit social media, or the way we handle things, you know, it was never really like broadcast how we did it. So I wouldn't think he played a part, but maybe he played a part on, he motivated us to maybe like want to keep going or want to keep trying and work on it. But Yeah, I won't really put it like social media was.
Because everybody was kind of watching y'all.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. You have the audience like that like you, and you have the audience that really don't like you. So it's like wishy-washy situation always. So I don't necessarily would say social media played a part in that.
How long until y'all were serious? I'm sure the first baby came pretty soon, pretty quick.
A year.
That's pretty quick. And you guys were young. You were what, 19? Yeah. When you got pregnant? That's a baby raising a baby. And then on top of that, you're doing it in front of the world. Right. How long until things started to take a toll on your relationship? Was it when the first baby came, or?
I think it was when I was pregnant with the baby.
That's pretty.
Yeah, because she had this stated one time that she had to leave out of Corey's place and moving back with her mom because from what she was saying that Corey had cheated on her while she was pregnant and stuff, so she had to move back. So that was way early that Corey started cheating on Carmen. And bless her heart, because if it was me and you cheated on me when I was pregnant, out the door you go. I will not be taking you back at all.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, in 2018.
When you was pregnant with a baby, what were some of the things that y'all were going through behind the scenes that people didn't know about publicly?
Well, first it was new in Houston, because we moved from Alabama to Houston. Mm-hmm. So during that time of me being pregnant, like we didn't have no family in Houston, which is us two, and then the friends that we moved in with. But he's like experiencing like new things, new people, platform followers, growing up every day. We are touching amount of money that we was expecting to touch. So it's like life is just moving fast, and he's being exposed out there for people like, see new things, new females, or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I feel like things got to his head, like the fame and the money and how.
And it's still getting into his head because the way that he's acting now is ridiculous. See, the thing about Corey is that Corey had let fame and money get to his head, because this man has the terriblest ego I ever seen in my whole entire life. And I just hope that one day he really do humble himself, because the same way that you got the money, that's the same way that you can lose the fame and money as well.
How fast everything was happening. So I felt like, and plus, like, we never been pregnant before. So he didn't know how to deal with a pregnant girl. It was just a lot that.
Wait, didn't Corey already had a first child together by his ex? So he should know what a pregnant woman goes through. Maybe not her because it's her first pregnancy, but for Corey, it's like his second pregnancy. So he should know by now what type, things that woman goes through when they are pregnant.
Like you said, for one, was very much young. So we was just like going with the flow. But I can definitely say that's when things really started going bad in our relationship.
Okay. Do you blame yourself a little bit? Because I heard you say, you were pregnant and it was hard on him.
Yeah, no, but I blame myself for allowing it to happen. So
what you mean by that?
Like, like when he would get exposed on social media that he, was cheating or whatever, like I will talk about it with him. We will handle it. Like I will, take care of that and whatever. But I feel like after so many times, it just became like a cycle. And he was.
So she trying to say is that she didn't handle it the first time. So she thought, I guess he thought by her not being responsive to him cheating and letting him slide with that and taking him back, it gave him the green light for him to continue on to cheat. So that's probably why she felt like some part of her is her fault.
More so comfortable with just doing it instead of just realizing like it's damage being caused by every action you're doing. Exactly. But I didn't, really put my foot down and say, well, like you need to stop or you need to do this. Well,
she didn't even leave either.
Actions to show him like, all right, if you don't stop, this was gonna happen. Until like maybe like down the line when so much was already happening already.
You became numb. So did you eventually like fall out of love with him and you just kind of stayed, for the kids' sake?
No, I fell out of love during the breakup. Like I didn't feel out
during this latest breakup, because y'all been broken up for what, about
6 months? 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
I fell out of love during that time, but I was in love with him, and I feel like maybe that's what kept me around and just kind of want to try to work out our marriage.
You call it a marriage?
I don't know, because people have different definitions of marriage, and I mean we did get married young, very much young, but
because y'all got married, and not only was he like. He was cheating a lot. First of all, did you ever cheat on him?
I mean, I did text the guy before. Like, I think it was like right before we broke up during that time. that's when things were just going level for us. So I did text the guy.
But you never slept with anybody else? No other man? No. You are
not
strong.
in a relationship.
You are strong. I would have hit his best friend. The way he was outside.
I can't with Tasha K.
I'm young, I'm pretty. I'm gonna hit your best friend. Look.
But you know they say, hey, karma gonna get you. So.
Exactly.
That's his karma. That ain't your karma. Because you hit it and you go. And then you fuck up that relationship too. Yeah. And then he done fucked up the relationship with you.
Well, I feel now Corey is getting his karma. He lost his wife, and also, I guess, he ain't lose his kids, but he's not eventually seeing his kids the way that he wants to. So I guess he is getting the karma that he is getting now for what he did to Carmen and stuff.
So he out of the best friend and the girl, and boom, he got to rebuild. Sorry, Corey.
Yeah, I just let God handle it.
It's what it is. Like,
right, yeah.
You gotta, that's how you put your foot down. K. Michelle said it. You need another one to get over the other one. You know K. Michelle? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm just shocked because it was like a lot of girls, and then there was videos where you were talking about so young, and that kind of like girl, you got kids, and y'all were talking about doing threesomes, and you felt like you had to do threesomes at one point just to keep him.
I wanted to say,
I do agree with Tasha K. She was doing everything in her power what Corey wanted just to please him and to make him happy. And every time that she does something with Corey, you can tell on her face that she was not happy at all. So the only way that she could cover up that pain was for her to constantly be drunk and just forget about what Corey, is asking her to do. But for me personally, the stuff that she did in the bowl, the females and all that kind of stuff was actually just to make Corey happy and not to make her happy.
Really say that I had to try it for that reason, but I was curious too, so I feel like he played a part into what he wanted it versus like, okay, well, let me see like how this would feel. But do I regret it? I definitely do regret it because I feel like that's what opened the door to other stuff that started happening.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Like, him just feeling more comfortable with.
Gave him that green light to go ahead and constantly keep cheating on her. That's one thing when I recommend a female or male to do is to go open up that door if y'all actually married to have a threesome, because that threesome can actually really mess up your marriage.
Wanted females around all the time, or oh, hey, can you invite your friend to come over? Or if you're taking a trip,
not the friends.
You can invite a friend if you want to.
He was thinking he was gonna get a threesome or something.
I don't necessarily would put it as if he always wanted a threesome, but I feel like he always wanted it like another person. Like he wanted like 2 girls with him or something like that. I don't know. That's how he made me feel.
Cause see, that's it. It's interesting that you say that because I know a lot of young men out here now are like, they're this polyamorous or polygamous thing, but it's like it's one-sided.
Yeah.
And did you ever ask him for a threesome with another man?
No, but we won't have conversations. I'm like, okay, so like, what if I want to have a threesome with a guy? Like, where we
gonna say no?
And you already know, like, oh no, that's not happening. Like, you can't do that. So, yeah.
Were you questioning your sexuality at one point?
No,
never. No. But you just wanted to try it, I guess, to save the relationship.
Yeah, I would say they played a part of that. Yeah, but I do like girls, like, when I'm tipsy, maybe I'll say, but I never. Yeah.
So when you're tipsy, you say you like women?
Like, I will become more attracted to them.
Then that's not your normal spirit, then.
Exactly.
What you mean? Because if you're okay, I got like true to the gang gay friends, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't take alcohol for them to be enticed if they like women or if the men like men. Like they whether they drunk or not. The fact that you're saying that it's alcohol that
I think she's afraid to come out of being bisexual.
Well, it brings that out in a way where like I don't overthink it. Like right now, if I'm sober, I can still probably will flirt with a girl and say, "Oh, you pretty, beautiful, whatever the case." But I won't be too much of, "Hey, well, you want to do this, do that." Like I'm not bold enough to do it like sober, especially if I don't know you. Like I'm not about to approach you like that, But like, if I know you, then that's a different story.
So don't you think that's kind of inviting more issues? Because I know you and Corey have since reconciled.
Mm-hmm. Let's see the answer to that.
He said that. We interviewed him last week. This is exclusive. After he did get on social media to drag you, I was just like, what the fuck could you have said to her to make her want to take you back?
No, okay, he didn't get that far.
He said y'all was fucking now.
Okay, no, okay. Fucking in what way?
He said that.
Fucking in what way?
He said y'all had
Girl, you know in what way.
No.
And production?
No, I'm not saying you're lying.
No, I'm just saying, didn't he say that? Because I don't want to misquote Corey, but didn't he say that they slept together? Slim? Okay. Yeah. He said what? What you mean didn't sleep together? So they didn't have sex? No. Is that what was said, Slim? Because I know you edited the video. That's what I thought. Okay, we'll have to run back that footage. But he was saying that you, him, and his assistant talked for hours. Yeah. He had he didn't tell nobody he was going to Houston. He said he was very depressed before he went.
I thought that if Corey really wanted to have a serious conversation with Carmen, I think he should have left the assistant and told her to go somewhere so they can have the conversation privately. I just don't understand why he got to bring his assistant to a conversation that's only between Carmen and Corey. I just don't know why he wants to do that, to bring her around when this is actually something that they both need to talk about and try to work not their relationship out, but just try to work as co-parenting for the kids. So me personally, I would have felt uncomfortable if the assistant would have been in every conversation if you with your ex soon to be wife. That right there, I just feel she should have been left outside.
He started to just kind of get away from a lot of the people that he was around. And he said he actually prayed. If I'm not mistaken, he actually cried and prayed in the shower. The day or hours up leading to meeting with you, I guess he felt bad. He has a mentor that's some type of athlete that's married and kind of talked him into reality. And you guys ended up making up. And he said, I went to get my wife back. That's my wife.
But I don't know what exactly the goal really was. But at first he was reaching out to want to see the kids. And, like the people that I was communicating with, I was scared to tell him I don't have the kids because I haven't talked to Corey at all. And I don't know what mentally he was. So I was in fear, like, okay, if he knows that my mom have the kids, I don't know what he's going to try. Like, I don't know if he's going to go over and get the kids and I'm not going to get my kids back. I don't know, So he ended up reaching out to his bro, and then his bro reached out to his mom. And then his mom reached out to me and said, hey, Sia said you want to see the kids. I said, well, I don't have the kids. So I didn't even went into details with her about it neither because that's his mom at the end of the day. So eventually, like, I did have a feeling in my heart. I was like, I don't want her to feel like I'm keeping the kids from him because I'm really not. And eventually, I ended up telling her, like, well, I don't have the kids. Like, so I don't know what you want me to do or tell. And eventually that's when the conversation came about, well, can we just meet up? Like at first it was like, well, what's your address? Like, we just need to talk privately. I said, now can we meet up somewhere else?
Well, where was the kids?
With my mom. They were my mom in Alabama.
In Alabama?
She stays in Alabama, yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the kids are not with you in Houston?
Yeah, they're not with me.
And he didn't know where the kids were?
Yeah, he didn't know. Because, we haven't talked. So he didn't know where the kids
were. When was the last time y'all actually talked and he, I guess, knew where the kids were?
Back in December. Yeah, back in December. Okay. That's when, because, we broke up in October. But back in December, I gave him the opportunity to, get back into our lives and reconnect with his kids, not me and him, with the kids. And eventually, I don't know what really happened. He switched up and went back on social media, dramas, and went, as far as he went. So that's what it was like, okay, yeah, we don't need to talk about nothing.
Okay.
And then since then, like I said, I haven't talked to him about nothing, reach out or nothing until that time he just went to Houston.
Okay, so he come to Houston, you guys talk, and he says that, because I asked him, I said, his assistant is really pretty. Mm-hmm. And he, was saying that, she makes him a better man, and,
then why he just don't date his assistants then?
Like, well, how does Carmen feel about that, being that you have a pretty woman that's close to you, that's with you all the time? He was like, well, I took her with me and we all prayed together and we all talked together. And I'm like, huh? So how you feel about him rolling with this? I told him, I was like, for me as your wife, especially a young wife, and being that you definitely can't be trusted. around women. Like, I was like, would she actually trust? Like, if she says the assistant gotta go, she gotta go. Then he was like, then she gotta go.
That's a lie. I think he already smashed his assistant.
Even about, like, she's very respectful. That's what she gave me, like, gave me my respect. And when we was conversating, I did notice how he would express himself about her, like, oh, well, she been here since me and you broke up. Like, she does this, she does that.
And he needs to go date her and leave Carmen alone.
Like, there's no feelings attached to that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel no type of way if he like her, love her, if whatever they got going on, like, like, I don't have any type of way, because I feel like at the end of the day, like, just like you found someone to help you, or, to get over what was going through, it's the same thing I did. Like, I did find a person that was supporting me, that was just, there for me. So
you still with that person?
Yeah, we still connected. We still talk.
Oh shit!
I mean, I don't understand why we would be. This is the thing. Like, of course.
So why would Corey think he went to get his wife back and said both of y'all are moving?
Because he has issues.
Okay,
and moving in together.
Assistant. I'm confused.
Okay.
But
production, am I lying? Did he not say that they was moving to Alabama together?
No, I
need y'all to roll that footage.
Oh man.
I'm like, how he got on social media talking cash shit.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden he gets
So just think about it, like, you say all of this, all of that, like, it's just even hard to believe, because, like, then you have done all of this publicly to just say this, and it just looks so easy, like nothing happened, we forgot about it.
Hell no, he gotta work hard if he's trying to get Carmen back.
When I sat down with him, the conversation was more so, he apologized. He did start the conversation with an apology. Okay. I apologized. And the conversation was really more deep about the...
He apologized to her privately, but he should have had done it publicly when he did all this post about Carmen and embarrassing her. So me personally, I would have him do privately and publicly.
The kids, because I feel like when I snapped on social media, I should have, because that was...
You should. You had all the right to snap on that man.
But he triggered you.
Exactly.
I feel like calling immigration on you and your family. Come on.
Yeah.
There's so much a woman can take until the breaking point.
Because now you're doing too much, So I asked him, I looked in his eyes and I said, so deep down in your heart, did you really feel like I was keeping the kiss from you? It was like,
yeah.
No. But you wasn't answering the phone for me. You wasn't doing this. You wasn't doing that. So I went to social media and I said, no, you could have still, the same way you contact these different people to try to talk to me right now, you could have did the same thing to figure out was your kids good or not. So I feel like it's a lot of stuff that we really didn't even get a chance to really conversate, because obviously there was a third person in there. And I feel like we didn't have that private moment to actually talk about what needed to be talked about, or, like everything that has been going on publicly. So
it's just amazing how he was just so like, I got my wife back. We're moving to Alabama. I'm leaving Miami. I'm going back home. I want to be close.
Corey is giving me that, I don't know, this type of, I don't know if y'all know, like when a guy is too obsessed with their females and stuff, and it's a thing that they always say, if I can't have you, no one can. It's like one of those obsession vibes that he's giving me. I just hope that Carmen does be careful, because we never know from Corey what his mindset is at and what he can actually do.
Closer to my boys, and you don't understand, like, I just spent so much time like fucking up, and I never considered how she felt about everything that I was doing. I just didn't care. So I was just like, would you admit that you were narcissistic?
And he still is a narcissistic.
So I said, okay, that's a step. Did he ever tell you that he felt like he was narcissistic? Because that's what a narcissist is, right? And that could drive you crazy as a person. Like, I know I'm not, like, what am I doing to deserve this? Or what did I do to make you do this? And that's why I kind of question you about the threesomes. Was it something that you actually wanted to do? Like, would you have done it on your own? And like you say, I'm not going to approach a girl. I'm not going to be, sexually aroused by a girl unless there's alcohol and it helps me to relax. But I think it was your man that enticed you to kind of do those things that you still questioning yourself, because at the end of the day, you're still dating men. Right. And so who is this man, honey? Because Corey says, I'm trying to tell you, I know it's so shocked. Like he was like, he said, y'all back together.
I don't know exactly what he meant about that, but me knowing it from camera.
Now, Carmen, you know what he meant about that. Come on now, don't play.
But no, like, we got back cool to talk and conversate.
He said he got his wife back.
5 months.
So you're not moving to Alabama with him?
No, why would I? Why would I? Why would I? I feel like right now I have my goals. I have things to do. And
I was going to say, you just going to drop everything that you're doing? You finally got this freedom on your own, and
it took me so long to get what I made, like, after the breakup. Like, you know, I really started from zero to where I'm at right now. Even, like, having my own space and really kind of, like, just owning up, like, okay, this is my life now, you know? So it's like, it's not an easy situation to just throw the towel and then, all right, let's go. Let's do what you want. Like, it's just not that easy. And I feel like I'm not in the position that I was maybe like a year ago, where I probably, if all that would have happened and we would have talked and stuff, maybe I would have folded. You know, maybe that stuff would have happened. But
is it true that he took your YouTube channel from you and took your money?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so yes, he did. He took the channel.
That's messed up.
But what he tells people is that, well, our channel was connected to one email, and
that's what
he was the one who created it, we the one who started it, so it was technically his, I guess. I never knew that. We never even had the conversation while we were still together. So when I saw it, it was like, okay, cool. And that's what made me, starting the YouTube channel.
And look how far she's coming.
So he really tried to make you suffer financially so that you would have to come back to him.
Financially, mentally.
I guess so. Like, I never look at it things like, oh, he's doing this because he wants me to do that. But eventually, that's how I was feeling. Like, you want me to call you and tell you I need you.
See, Corey did all that, like I keep saying, took her YouTube, took her money that she needs to feed her kids, and did all this, crazy thing just for her to actually come back. Like, okay, if I take her YouTube channel or if I stop, having her get money, eventually she's going to call back to me and then we're going to be back together. But technically, like you can see, it didn't work. She got her own YouTube channel. She has a lot of business that's coming towards her. So I'm proud and happy that Carmen took that step and decided to make a YouTube channel on her own, and look how far she's coming. And, you can see that there's going to be more blessings that's going to be coming to Carmen and stuff. And as for Corey, all I can say is that he do need to get some help.
Call you say this, but I just couldn't. I feel like it was so much that had happened. It's like, you need to really feel it. Like, what you did is just not okay at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not in a million years.
That's why I was shocked when he came in here. He was like, I went and got my wife back. Like, we talked. Yeah, I was going to come in here and drag her. Because we were supposed to interview him a week before he actually sat down. But it was a conflict in both of our schedules. Mm-hmm. So he ended up, he said he had to go to Houston to take care of some business. I didn't know that the business was with you. And then
he went for a dentist appointment, if I'm not mistaken. That was originally the
all these dentists in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
No, not in Houston.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But he lives in Miami. All these dentists in Miami, they take walk-ins.
I don't live in Miami. I don't know. But that's what he said, and that's I did see him with medication and doing stuff for his mouth, but
okay.
I don't know if it was the really reason to go all the way to Houston for that.
Okay.
I can't speak on that.
But as far as you guys building everything together, and you're entitled to half of everything that's being earned, mm-hmm. and for him to just turn your, and take your money away like that to me is kind of
a low blow.
And now you're trying to deport me. You're trying to deport my family. That's why I was like, I know motherfucking well Carmen just ain't just fall and just sleep with him, and
it's
now
not that easy.
They're back together. And he was sitting here like, yeah, exclusive. He real cocky as fuck.
Very cocky.
I was like, look at little Corey. Look at little Corey. Corey is cocky as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to see him for yourself.
How did you deal with that?
That's the question I get asked. Like, how did you deal with that for so long? But, maybe I just didn't see him in the way that everybody see him. Cause
you see him like that now, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, I started saying, like, damn, like, you always do that. Like, why you do that? Like, come on, Corey, that was lame.
Real extra, real pretty, real, like...
To this day, he's still extra and cocky.
Better, have the center of attention. I don't know. know if I could deal with a man that wants to be better and compete with his woman. Like, he gives me that vibe. Did he try to compete with you?
Carmen's his competition.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
he was a real man. He was like, she ain't never had no man like me before.
That's the only man she had.
That was the only relationship I've been in for so long, technically. Like, before him, I had 2 boyfriends. But one, baby. Yeah, like, that was high school boyfriends. So, like, I didn't live with them. I didn't feel anything with them. So, I mean, I was with him for 7 years. That was the only man I did have.
But he was like, she ain't never had nobody like me. She ain't gonna get nobody like me.
And I hope she gets somebody better than him.
So you're not in a relationship, you are dating somebody.
Okay, so when you say dating,
are you...
All right, guys, so I'm just going to cut it off and leave it here. She already explained what really went down with her and Corey. And as you can see, Corey is a liar. Corey would do anything just to get under Carmen's skin. And I just hope one day when she's ready to decide to be in a relationship, she takes her time and get to know that person before she jumped in. Because look what happened. She met Corey and they actually stated that they was in love at first sight. And look how everything had played out. He cheated on her multiple times. And now, you know, he out here making up lies saying that he's back with Carmen. But I'm happy that Carmen did address this whole situation. So now this could be laid to rest and everybody can move on. But that's all the reaction that I have for y'all for today. So guys, leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this Tasha K interview with Carmen. And I'll see y'all next time with another JennyReaction. Bye.